What's going on, guys? So today in this video I'm doing the day in the life of the Z Flip 6. Sorry that I'm messing up the beginning shot here, but it's 100% at 6:50 a.m. and as usual we got to look at the top comment, or at least the latest comment, and it was from my previous video. You can tap and hold the taskbar to hide it and tap and hold to bring it back. No need to close the phone and restart it. Thanks for that tip. Had no idea ever since they released that update a couple years ago. So without further ado, a word from our sponsor, Nobody. This might be the first time ever where I do a day in the life on the weekend, so you guys get to see what my weekend consists of. So right now I'm just pairing the Galaxy Watch 5 with the phone that I'm using. That goes for all the phones that I review on this channel in Day in the Life. They must be paired with a smartwatch just to help with that Bluetooth connectivity. See how much it does a slow drain. But I'm getting ready to do a run in the morning, so just getting my socks and shoes on. And on top of that, whenever I go running, I like to listen to music. My choice of headphones are going to be the Sony XM5, so those are similar to what you saw on the Galaxy Z Fold 6 Day in the Life. And this is actually using clips from the Z Flip 6, so you guys tell me how the video quality is.
Alright, this is a video test on the Z Flip 6. You guys let me know how the audio and video quality is. This is just 1080, it's not 4K. If I'm out of breath, it's because I just finished running, but I'd say it's honestly not that bad. You can see the sun is starting to come up a bit with the, I don't know, I'm tired. But guys, let me know how the audio sounds. I think that's the biggest gripe for me on the Z Flip 6 series, or the Flip series in general. I think the microphone quality isn't good. Hopefully they improve that with the 6. But in terms of the video quality, I think the video quality is great. Photos don't look stellar, but it is nice that I'm able to see myself while recording. Once again, this is only 1080, so I'm going to switch to 4K. And you guys let me know if you can notice any difference. Alright, so now this is 4K, and it's really weird how Samsung does this. So like, if you unlock the phone and use just the cover screen to do your recording, it caps out at 10K, or 10K, that's crazy, 1080p. But if you use the inner camera first, flip it, and then do the cover preview, you have the option to do 4K, all that good stuff, HDR. But it just sucks, you have to open up the camera first, and now it's kind of awkward to hold the camera. I'll see if I can give you guys a video clip of what I'm talking about. Like, I have it open. It's just really awkward overall. But this is the 4K quality. You guys let me know if the lighting or brightness, white balance, all that stuff is better. I feel like I'm a little bit darker, but I'm tired. Gonna finish up my run and go back, and you know the usual, play some tech. How do you turn this off? Oh, a button.
So I'm back from my run. I didn't set any personal best, but I did have a pretty good run, and the time is now 7:39 and the battery's sitting at 92%, and it's time to go decompress with good old video games. So setting a timer, you guys know this, and I wanted to leave this in the video. I was trying to get the fingerprint sensor, but I had to be pretty deliberate on pressing it. And the button feels a bit finicky than before on the previous generations. I could just have a bad unit, but playing some Tekken in the morning and also messing around with my device. As you can see, I've been playing for about 13 minutes, so gonna wrap up here playing Tekken and then make myself some breakfast and get ready for my next morning activity. You cannot rest there, buddy. Went on a nice 5-win streak, but it's time for me to go make some breakfast. And looking at the time, it is 8:02 and the battery is sitting at 91%. As you can see, I only played for about 20 minutes because the timer's still going on. I do like the animation that it's spinning with the hourglass on the bottom left. If you're a fan of the Day in the Life videos, please make sure to make a comment and a like. But if you are familiar with this series, you know my breakfast stays pretty consistent. It's always some type of oats with yogurt and fruit. Even though I do have a TV, I wanted to showcase, what it's like streaming data over a popular streaming service, which is Netflix. And I wanted to leave this in the video here, so I hit the resume button. I'm starting Prison Break for the first time, and it just is infinitely loading. I'm not exactly sure why. And the way I had to fix this was I had to close the app and reopen it. And as you can see, that's what I'm doing right now. And as soon as I reopen it and go back to hitting the resume button, it works. So just thought I would show that real quick.
No more tests. Promise. seems you know everything.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
All right, so my breakfast is done, and I realized that this wallpaper is actually kind of hard to see the white text at the top. So I have to turn down the, I don't know what it's called, but the time is 8:33 and the battery's sitting at 87%. So didn't drain too much of the battery for about 15-20 minutes. Showed up for pickleball at 8:52. Battery only dropped by 1%. If you guys are curious about the bottom part of the Z Flip 6, this is the online exclusive color by Samsung called Crafted Black. So if you are interested, please check the description down below. And then it is now time to play pickleball, and you'll be surprised by how long I ended up playing. So it's 1:32 and the battery is sitting at 76%. I was not expecting to play pickleball for over 4 hours. Time kind of just flew by. I also don't know how accurate these numbers are because 1700 calories is basically what I burned doing absolutely nothing. So not quite sure the accuracy of the Watch 5, but just browsing over my phone and looking at some of the stats and just catching up with stuff that I've missed over the past 4 hours. So far, the device has been, honestly, seems like the Z Fold 5, just a bit boxier. And my friend is saying he wanted to come hang out for a bit, so it's 2:13 and the battery's like 73%. He showed me a game on his brand new gaming laptop that I helped him purchase called Silica, and essentially it's an RTS game, but you have the ability to go directly to your unit and it turns into like an FPS third-person shooter mode, which I think is pretty unique. So just imagine playing something like Civilization 6, and if you wanted to control the villager, you can go down and do that. But doing a quick battery check, the battery is 69% and it's 350, so just vibing for the meantime. After the gaming session, the time is now 4:30. Battery sitting at 66%. And guys, let me know. I feel like I do this as a default action whenever I do the battery update. I just open the phone and flip it. If you want me to do something else, let me know. This section right here, we stopped by the grocery store so he can pick up flowers for his wife. This is being recorded on the Z Flip 6, so you guys tell me how the quality is. This next section is also recorded on the Z Flip 6. We stopped by a burger place to pick up some burgers, and you know, there's a special going on in the area, restaurant week, so you can get 2 for $25. You get a classic burger and a chicken Sammy. I don't know what that is. That's what the bougie people call it. It's a chicken sandwich. Anyway, 5:05 is the time update. It is 64% battery. This is what I got. If a burger place sells fried egg, you know you're at a good place. And we're watching Prison Break. But let's go ahead and dive into this burger. This is also being recorded on the Z Flip 6. I haven't seen a fried egg look like this on a burger before. Usually it's like the white oak. It's almost like a sunny side up pretty much. But really excited to get into this burger. I mean, look at how juicy this thing looks. What's the point of going to Five Guys where you can get a burger like this? The photos, I would say, don't look that great, and I'll also show you guys some photos later in the video. But yeah, ended up eating the burger in like 2 bites, and I'm just chilling on the couch watching Prison Break on my phone here and there, and eventually I pass out. Yeah. I was tired. Anyway, time update, it is 6:17 and the battery is sitting at 68%. And I want to read the update on the whole Mr. Who's the Boss situation. He said, a few hours after we put out that tweet, Google got straight back to us. Seems like there was some sort of pretty large internal miscommunication, but the good news is we now have a Pixel 9 Pro and I'm testing it as we speak. I have some pretty strong opinions on how this whole situation panned out. And I have some thoughts on the entire tech community and how reviews are done and the whole embargo situation, but I'll probably save it for a different video. I'm not entirely sure if the situation should have been handled on social media, but regardless, Google, it was a lose-lose situation as soon as you put out that tweet. Anyway, wanted to show this part of the video where I have my car connected to the Bluetooth and I'm just trying to play music on Apple Music, Single by SZA, Saturn, and it's just like a static noise, so you guys can get a listen for yourself. So the reason why I left the house was because my friend has an upcoming wedding and he has suits for us to go pick up. So I'm at just a bank to pick that up and just waiting for the representative to help me out. And looking at the time and battery, it is 54%. and it is 6:43. So picked up my suit on the way back home, and the tailor wasn't there, unfortunately, so I just have to wear a kind of oversized suit. But honestly, I don't think it looks too bad. I do like how the Z Flip 6, since you can close it, it's pretty small and minimal inside the inside pocket. The other nice thing about the Z Flip 6 is the outside camera. Just hold up your hand and it'll automatically take the photo. If you're wondering why time fast forward, is because I am just binging Prison Break. It is 10:03 and the battery's at 42%, and the series is starting to pick up. I'm not gonna lie, but gotta go make myself some dinner, and it's 10:30, so about 30 minutes went by from that last segment. So just listening to music, connected to the Z Flip 6, and making myself some rice and salmon. Nothing too crazy. And guess what we're doing when we go back to the couch? Watching Prison Break. I'm telling you, I was shocked. So I forgot to wake up around 11:50 to record the proper outro. So it's 5:25 a.m. and the battery's at 31%. And I'm replying to this comment. Someone just said, best Pixel 8 review that they've watched. Can't wait for your Pixel 9 video. But just letting them know that it's just a day in the life video. But I guess people can take it as a review if they want. But doing the proper outro, so I'm showing you guys all the settings that I had throughout the entire day. So starting off with the connection, I always have Wi-Fi off now just to give you guys a better understanding on how the cell service is, and I have a watch paired as well the entire time. Going over to the display, because the display has a lot of impact on the battery life. So when it comes to dark mode, I only have it set to sunset and sunrise, so it's dark mode right now because the sun hasn't come up yet. It's only 5:25. I do have the motion smoothness turned on adaptive, even though it does drain the battery more. I do like the smoother scrolling. Eye comfort shield I have off just because I don't really care for the orange stuff that happens later at night. I also don't have the adaptive color tone because I don't want my color to shift while I'm using the device. Natural, vivid. I like vivid because I like the colors to pop a little bit more. The font style, font size, I just have one up from the minimum, and then I have the default font style. Don't care for all the crazy stuff anymore. Maybe when I was younger, it was cool. The screen timeout, I don't have it set to the shortest one, and I don't have it set to a minute. It's just 30 seconds. Navigation bar, I have it set to the swipe, and just showing you guys the circle search. So you just hold down the bottom bar, circle what you want, and then it will do a Google search based off that. So that is a pretty nice feature. Moving on to the always on display. Like I said before, in my Z Fold 6 day in the life, I used to have this setting turned on to always, but I've just left it on auto just because always on display does drain a decent amount of battery. And hop into the battery life. So looking at the deeper details of the battery life, you'll see that my always on display is about 12%, but my screen on time is 4 hours, 47 minutes, and my screen off time is about a day and 21 hours. And then the thing I really want to point out here that I do in all my day in the lives is that even though Apple Music used, I think, like 19 minutes or 9 minutes, something like that, 3 hours was used in the background. So you can't just take screen on time as the sole usage of your battery. There are other things that happen on your phone. So 27 minutes was used for the camera, but as you can see, it used a decent amount of the battery. Going down to Netflix, I was streaming. It used 21 minutes of my screen on time, but it still drained quite a bit. And WhatsApp, I had a phone call, nearly about 12 minutes. Wasn't that much, but it was a phone call, so 2 hours of that was on WhatsApp, but only used about 2%. Going over to Samsung Health, this used 19 hours in the background. So kind of shocked that it was using that much battery in the background. But there's a lot of apps that are just continuously running in the background, and they're optimized. So like I said before, you can't just assume that, if a person has 3 hours of screen on time, that that's all they have. There are a lot of other things that are going on the device. So overall, the Z Flip 6, I'd say I'm still not too thrilled over the battery life. I do think it could be a little bit improved, but I'm not on my phone that much, so I can get through the day pretty comfortably. If I was on Wi-Fi, I would expect the battery life to be at probably 10% higher, anywhere from 5 to 10%. But hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Appreciate every single sub, like, and comment. If you pick up the Z Flip 6, let me know down in the comments below. And as always, guys, much love.